If we have competent presidents, we will do great. If we don't have competent presidents, we just witnessed 4 years of the most incompetent human being anyone's ever imagined, and it really hurt this country. But we're bringing it back fast.
You say if we don't have competent presidents.
Yeah.
You and I have talked before on tariffs. And I give you the benefit of the doubt because you're the best negotiator this country has ever had. Probably the best the world has seen.
I better be.
Yeah.
We need it.
We need it. And you've earned the right. It concerns me about Congress not stepping up because of regulations and tax cuts. Those things have to go through to be able to complete all of this.
I think you'll be surprised. Now, when I say Congress, Republicans in
Yes.
Congress, because we have majorities. They're not big majorities. In the Senate, we're up 3, which is okay. And in the House, we're up 7, as I said. And we are going to be coming forward with, it's the biggest bill, I think, in history. And I think you will say that if we get that passed, you're going to give them very good marks.
Good.
Because everything's in that bill.
Okay.
And then all we have to do is work the bill, work the magic. But it'll be the biggest tax cut in history. It'll be the biggest regulation cuts in history. It'll be so many other things. And I think that if Congress gets them approved, and I think they will, now we will get no votes from Democrats. It's horrible. It's horrible. The divide is so incredible. Mm-hmm. You look at what's going on. I mean, Schumer did the right thing, and he ends up being excommunicated from his party, when you think about it, right? The level is just so bad there. Their policy is so bad. You know, they're great at cheating and they're great at certain things, but they are so bad on policy. They're so far off. When I watch them trying to prosecute the same things that they just lost an election in a landslide on, and they're still going through the same things, it's crazy. And they don't know who their leaders are. They have a new one, Crockett. Have you seen Crockett? Have you ever seen her talk?
Oh,
this is going to be their leader.
I hope she's the next candidate for president.
We can hope in one way, but in another way, it's pretty demeaning. It's demeaning to our country. But you don't see anybody out there.
A lot of people don't know that I'm a painter, and I gave up painting because of demoralizing pain in my hands. I was losing hope. If pain keeps you from really living, I urge you to do what I did. Try Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a 100% drug-free supplement developed by doctors. It's safe to take every day, and it has helped me and so many others. You can try their 3-week quick start right now, $19.95 at relieffactor.com.
Some amazing stats that I looked up. I don't think most Americans know this. Bill Clinton turned away 12.3 million people. Formally returned home 1 million. He had 12 injunctions on him. George W. Bush, 10.3 million people, 2 million he turned around formally, 6 injunctions. Barack Obama, 5.5 million, 3 million he formally turned around, and he had 12 injunctions. You have 30 last time, 30 last time, 30 this time.
Yeah.
And you're facing 190, you're 100 days in. Yeah. And you have 190 cases against you.
It's obstruction, and what they're doing to the country is unbelievable. But we're getting it done, and we're winning, but it's so much more difficult than it should be. When you have a murderer that people are protecting, when you have people like, you read so much about the wonderful man from Maryland. Who was just wonderful, but he had on his knuckles tattooed MS-13. We didn't know he was MS-13. And the Democrats are working hard to protect him. And, it's not, I don't want to get into his reputation, but it's not exactly stellar.
Yeah. And
when they do that, that's like, how they protect open borders, as I said, or so many of the other things, transgender for everybody.
What does it tell you that the Democrats are trying to protect him, stop you at the border, and when you shut down USAID, which a lot of their money was coming from. A lot of their money. All the color revolution money was there, and coming back here for color revolution. That they immediately respond to that Tesla or to Elon.
Yes.
And the worst of the worst. What does that tell you about them?
Well, they don't want to do anything about it. That's right. Well, when you look at the kind of money that we found, fraud, waste, abuse, when you look at billions of dollars given to people that did nothing,
Yeah.
and billions. I mean, Stacey Abrams was given $2 billion into an environmental account where she had $100. $2 billion. Now, $2 million is a lot. 200,000 is a lot.
Right.
She's giving $2 billion out of that grouping. No, it's a terrible, terrible. Oh, and that was nothing compared to some of the ones that we found.
Are there?
And you know, and the press doesn't even want to write about it, by the way.
My audience, I hear from every day, they're concerned about tariffs. We'll talk about that in a minute. But they're also concerned about justice and not seeing the wheels of justice turn, like Stacey Abrams. If she did something illegal, she should go to jail. Is justice going to be pursuing these people in Russiagate or whatever the crimes might be?
Well, I think
COVID.
Pam Bondi is doing a fantastic job. She's our law enforcement person that's doing outstanding work. I really think so. I think Cash is going to be at FBI's doing a really great job.
Right.
Now, it's very early, so I can't.
Okay.
I can't really tell you, but I think a lot of the things that you're talking about have to be looked at.
Yeah.
They have to be looked at.
In trying to understand you and the moves that you made, when you called the Tariff Day Liberation Day, that harkened to me back to the end of the war, World War II. And I'm wondering, because of all of the moves you've made, NATO, you know, the endless wars, everything else that goes along with this, are you signaling to the world that this is not just tariffs? This is an end to the order that we built after World War II, because it might have been good after World War II for everybody, but we're not the suckers anymore. That's long past, and it's time to transform.
You've said it so well, because people don't talk about that. Even I don't mention it enough. We helped countries after World War II. We helped them rebuild, and the Korean War with South Korea.
Right.
And we never stopped.
Never.
And they became very successful. And they stole our businesses. Look, South Korea took our car business, our shipbuilding business, you know, so many different businesses, technology, electronics. If you look at Japan, and I'm not knocking them, I think it's great what they did for them. The one I'm knocking and the people I'm knocking are our presidents and our leaders, that we allowed that to happen.
So I was talking to somebody last night who's around the economy and knows it quite well. And I said to them, I'm not a fan of tariffs. I've talked to the president about it. However,
you might be.
I might be in the end.
You might.
However, I don't see anyone else with another option. And I feel like this is our last chance. And if you can't get it done, if we can't make this turn, we're done. And this individual reached out and put their hand on my shoulder and said, no, Glenn, we're done. How serious is the situation that America is in if we don't turn this corner?